Liam sat on the worn-out couch of the Maplewood Adoption Center, staring at the rain trickling down the window. He had been here for as long as he could remember, watching kids come and go, hoping it would be his turn every time. He had met many families. Some were nice, but wanted a younger child. Others were distant, smiling politely but never returning. Every time a meeting ended with a hesitant, "We'll be in touch," he already knew what it meant. Another rejection. Another night in the center. At 10 years old, Liam had learned not to get his hopes up. Then, the Carter family walked in. Mr. and Mrs. Carter weren't flashy or overly cheerful like some of the others. They sat with him, asking questions but occasionally exchanging uncertain glances. Mrs. Carter smiled politely as Liam talked about his love for drawing, though her eyes flickered with hesitation. Mr. Carter mentioned their family's dog, Rusty, and how he loved to nap in sunspots, but his voice carried a note of doubt. As the conversation ended, they stood up, offering him a warm but uncertain farewell. "We'll be in touch," Mrs. Carter said, her tone gentle yet non-committal. Liam forced a small smile, already knowing what those words meant. For the first time, Liam felt something different, like he wasn't being interviewed but welcomed. Still, he didn't dare believe it. Days passed, then weeks. The center's director called him into her office. Liam prepared for the usual disappointment. She smiled. "Liam, the Carters want to adopt you." His heart nearly stopped. "For real?" "For real," she said softly, her voice warm with reassurance. The day he left the center, he packed his things into a single small bag. As he stepped outside, the sun warmed his face. Mrs. Carter knelt down, pulling him into a hug. "Welcome home, sweetheart." Liam clutched her back, unable to stop the tears. For the first time in his life, he wasn't just waiting anymore. He was finally home,